Vinylestimes, classique rock radio, pousse le volume à 11.
Écoutez, on va continuer tout de suite cette émission. Alors mon invité du jour, c'est un riff master, on l'appelle, parce qu'il est vraiment fantastique. Vous le voyez pas, moi je le vois. Il est là avec un magnifique t-shirt de Saxon, parce qu'on est dans le heavy metal ce soir. Voilà, on a la chance et le grand plaisir d'avoir avec nous Herman Frank, qui vient nous parler bien sûr de son nouvel album qui arrive pas plus tard quand même que le 21 mai, donc c'est la semaine prochaine, et on va tout de suite discuter avec Herman pour parler de ce Two for Life qui est le 5e album, le 21 mai, le Riff Master est avec nous et on va en prendre plein la tête. Herman, first of all, thank you so much to accepting my invitation. 21 of May, it's like tomorrow. What is your feeling today with this release of your new album, which is called Two for Life?
First of all, I want to say hello to all the French metal fans. It's my pleasure to talk to you, and I'm really excited. I can't wait. It's still a week till the album will be released, and finally, yesterday I got my copies of vinyls.
Yeah.
Finally. Wow. I was waiting for so long. And as I said, I'm really excited. There are 10 brand new songs, and I think they're really powerful. A lot of energy. No left, no right. Straightforward. That's the style, typical style of Herman Frank.
Voilà, comme le dit Herman, donc d'abord il vous dit bonjour parce qu'il est très content d'être avec nous. Comme il le dit, moi j'ai vu la photo, il a reçu ses vinyles, ses CD, les vinyles de couleur depuis hier, donc il a fait une photo, allez voir sur son post, il y a la photo avec les vinyles, il est content d'avoir les vinyles, et puis comme il le dit, il est excité comme une puce, parce que même si c'est un grand guitariste qu'on a avec nous ce soir, il est très content de sortir donc cet album, 10 titres, avec de l'énergie, avec avec beaucoup de heavy metal à l'intérieur. Herman, we have a lot of songs now with available on YouTube, on all the streaming and something like that before this release on the 21 of May. You have the possibility to see Venom, Eyes of the Storms. In a few days ago, you released Teutonic Order. So we have three songs with totally available to see what you said in a few minutes, right between the eyes, in fact, with this
kind
music.
of like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of I would like to say good comments on this. Well, sorry, comments on this free first release, and I see a lot of fantastic review for this new album Two for Life. I think you are, of course, a little bit surprised, but because this is not really your first release, but for you it is very important to see this lot of good review before the CD, LP come back on the different listener.
I mean, it's a pleasure to read all these nice comments and the good reviews. And as you said, it's a surprise every time. I have to be honest, because I'm still waiting for any good reviews or any comments, because you always got the fear, how will people like the new album? I mean, this time we got lucky again. Let's put it this way. So it was worth it to practice the guitar and come up with a couple of new riffs. And I'm very pleased about that. You know, you can't expect every time good reviews or good critics, but thank God, happened. Hey, cool.
Voilà, comme vous le savez, donc il y a déjà disponible donc Venom, Eyes of the Storm, Teutonic Order qui est sorti en début de semaine, et puis donc je demandais, il y a aussi quelques reviews maintenant, il y en aura une bientôt sur Vinyltime, et je demandais donc à Herman si effectivement il était toujours content. Comme il le dit, il est toujours, c'est toujours avec beaucoup de surprises, il a beaucoup de plaisir à lire ses bonnes reviews, et puis il est quand même toujours très à l'écoute de ce qui se dit et de ce qui se fait. Herman, Two for Life is your fifth release, like solo release, because it's totally on your hands now. This is Herman Frank's solo project, I would like to say. What is the difference between the first release and this release? Do you have more confidence now, or do you have more more the same approach like the beginning of this first release, or it's totally a new approach, a new comeback, like your first solo release?
I wouldn't say you get used to do this, to release an album or to the fifth album, the fourth album. It's always a quite nice experience. The difference is on the first album, there was Yotti singing. He got problems with his voice, so I had to replace him with Rick, a wonderful singer. He's matching with my music style. I even can't find a word. He's just matching. But as I said, it's a very exciting feeling to come up with these things. But all in all, it's getting more comfortable these days. Because you get more. I've done a couple of records before that in my lifetime, so I'm kind of used it. But still, it's a nice challenge to come up with something new, and you never know, will it happen or will it not happen? So you start working, and thank God. When I practice in the morning guitar on my little guitar, actually I quite do it even nearly every day. So all of a sudden there's a catchy riff in your mind or in your fingers, and then you just have to put effort on it. You go back to your little studio and work it out. And that's more or less the same process on every record. So you find the first 2-3 songs, and then it's getting easier. Because then over the cliff or over the mountain, and then and after the 6 or 7 songs, you see the end of the tunnel. Then you write. I'm always writing a couple of more songs, and these 10 they got released. But these days, when I decided which song which will go on the album or will make it on the album, I erase the other ones totally. On every disc, they're gonna be erased. So if I remember them, then 3 years later, then there had been my good songs and come to the next album. They make it for the next album.
Okay.
But people think that might be strange, but I do this since years now. When I'm finished with a record, erase everything, and not their songs, but the leftover songs. Let's call it that way.
Ok, comme le dit Herman, donc la question c'était, là c'est son 5e album, Two for a Life. Alors comment il a approché cet album entre le premier et là, comme il le dit, il a la chance de pouvoir continuer à jouer de la musique, tout va bien, il sort des riffs et puis il faut créer. Donc quand il est en train de créer, il se dit effectivement, on voit la montagne, ça peut être très long, ça peut être un très long tunnel. Quand on a fait 7-8 chansons, ça va, c'est parti. Et puis quand on arrive à travailler. En plus il a aussi, on va en parler dans un instant, la même équipe, presque la même équipe qui enregistre avec lui depuis un petit moment, donc c'est aussi un peu plus facile. Et il est aussi plus dans le partage et dans la création, notamment avec Rick Astley qu'on avait la semaine dernière, et puis Michael Müller qui est le bassiste de JADED qui est avec lui depuis un moment. Herman, another question with the band, because we work with Rick since many times now, and Michael Müller from JADED since many times. Yeah. This is a good partnership, I would like to say, because this is the same person that we work with you for a couple of CD, and in other hand you have some new persons in your bands. Your new guitar player is Pesin, and you have a new drummer who is called Kott. Do you think they had chemistry with Rick and Michael, and you, with the new persons who come back, it's the key for the success of Herman Frank? You have 2 hours.
Guess so, at least. I would love to that all the musicians stay all the time,
Yeah.
So you don't have to look for other ones. But circling is quite common in this time. Every musician got more than 1 or 2 bands. Everybody got side projects and stuff like that. So sometimes the schedule isn't working anymore. So I had to replace the guitar player and the drummer. But I found with Kevin Kott a really good guy. He's fantastic. He's talented, and he gives the right guts for this whole thing. And with Michael, that's the biggest luck ever. He's living next to my house. he's out of Hanovre, so I got a chance. He's coming over to my house. We can practice together, discuss the songs, It's very comfortable situation now. But as you said, the core of the band is still Rick and me, myself, and I, and Michael. So I'm really happy that these guys, they stayed with me and they put their all effort in this new record. And maybe that's the reason why it turns out so good, because after doing, I think it's the fourth album with Rick, it's very easy to work with this guy in these days. Whenever I come up with some new idea, I send a little demo track to him, and I put my voice on it, my singing. Yeah. It's not that bad.
I would like to listen the demo.
It's not that bad. I guess everybody would recognize the song, but hey, for sure, Rick with his talented voice, he's more able to put the proper voice on it, proper singing, and but I just want to give him the idea of the song, in which direction the song should go, and what I meant in my crazy head, because he calls me sometimes Master of Disaster, because sometimes he says, Herman, I can't follow your lines. What kind of wine had you drank or something? But in the end, it's, as I said, it's very easy with him, and I'm very pleased with this situation. So he's coming up sometimes with even better melodies than I could give. And so we discussed this time. This time we had to discuss it over Zoom, Skype, phone, and stuff like that. A lot of misunderstandings on the phone, and I would prefer to do the next album in the old school way, face to face, have the whole band in one room and then start. It would be much easier.
Yeah, for sure. La question c'était assez simple, puisque vous savez, il y a quand même une ossature dans le groupe avec Herman. Il y a Herman Frank bien sûr à la guitare. Il y a Rick Allzi qui était avec nous la semaine dernière, et puis il y a aussi le bassiste Michael Müller qui est avec Herman depuis un long moment. Et comme il le dit, c'est facile parce que Michael il est à Hanovre, alors ils sont pas très loin, et puis il peut venir chez lui. Ils ont travaillé ensemble. Herman a d'ailleurs fait le chant, il le dit, il a chanté des chansons que Rick lui a dit voilà, j'ai du mal à te suivre quand tu balances les riffs, donc voilà. Et puis nous on veut avoir les démos, on aura les démos, on demandera à Herman qu'il nous fasse les démos du chant, parce qu'il a quand même fait beaucoup de choses là-dessus. Et puis donc il y a les deux nouveaux membres, Mick Pesin qui est à la guitare et Kevin Kott qui est un super batteur qui rejoint le groupe maintenant. Et donc ensemble ils ont réussi à travailler. Alors c'était un petit peu compliqué comme toujours. Entre Zoom, Skype, Teams, tout ce que vous voulez, et il faut échanger les fichiers. Et Herman, comme il le dit, lui, il préfère quand même qu'on se retrouve tous dans un studio et qu'on enregistre à la dure et à la vieille, chacun dans son coin, et on fait le morceau à la old school. Herman, we speak just before we start this interview. We speak about some gigs, because I have a chance to see you with many bands, and not only with Accept, because of course you play on Accept, and you come back on the 2005 for the first Accept comeback. I have a chance to see you with Accept on the 2005, but after we play on a small stage in Sweden Rock with Victory. And one of my approach when I see you on stage, not only with Accept, but for sure with Victory, and maybe we speak a few words with Moondog in a few seconds. Each time I see you on stage, you have a smile on your face. You riff with your smile on your face, and you see a lot of kids, a lot of people to see some beautiful songs for Victory and some other, of course, for Accept and so on. But each time when I see you on stage, you have a large smile on your face, and I appreciate each time your large smile, because it is like, okay, I give you a lot of heavy metal, I give you a lot of riff, but if you see my face, you see that I'm very happy to provide a lot of fun, a lot of energy, a lot of music, and so on. So, my question is very simple, Herman. Where do you find this wonderful smile on your face each time when you play a lot of songs from Victory, Moondog, Accept, and Panzer, or something like that? Where is your energy? It's not only on smoking and drinking and a lot of stuff, because it's your mark. I would like to say you have this large smile on your face each time, so It's totally crazy. So where is the key, Herman?
Because when I started playing guitar, it was a pleasure, and it stays forever for my person. And as soon as I enter a stage, that's my life. It's just my lifestyle, and it's the best feeling you can ever have. Besides if you have a date with a wonderful girl. Let's put this on the side. I'm married anyway, so but that's the best time you ever can imagine. Just to play your own songs, to show people live on stage. What else can you expect in lifetime? For me, it's the best thing ever. And maybe I'm just happy that people like it and they are banging their heads and raising their fists and stuff. That's cool. It's just cool, and it's a pleasure.
Ouais. Ben voilà la question. Alors moi j'ai eu la chance de voir Herman plusieurs fois. Je l'ai vu dans Moondog, je l'ai vu dans Victory. Il était dans la reformation de 2005 d'Accept qui était très particulière. Et à chaque fois, je sais pas si vous avez vu Herman sur scène, il a toujours un grand sourire. Et là, il rigole encore, mais il a toujours ce grand sourire. Je voulais savoir d'où il allait et pourquoi il avait ce grand sourire. Parce qu'il vous balance des riffs, c'est quand même heavy metal, c'est une musique quand même, voilà. Et comme le dit Herman très gentiment, c'est sa vie. Il est heureux d'être sur scène, il est heureux de voir les gens headbanger, de voir les gens, voilà, on est là, ouais, heavy metal, on passe un bon moment, on est avec les copains, et lui c'est toute sa vie, et à travers ça, enfin moi j'ai toujours pris ça en disant, waouh, c'est quand même, voilà, on voit quelqu'un qui prend plaisir, et c'est pas seulement qu'un travail, c'est une passion, et à travers cette passion, on a quelqu'un qui nous amène beaucoup de bonnes choses. Herman, just few words, of course, about Victory. And
actually, the true answer would have been, I mean, this was just for the radio. People want to hear this kind of answers, you know. The truth is, I start smiling because every chord I'm playing means €1 more on my bank account. No, that would be great, huh?
You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, €6. Bon bah voilà, en plus, Herman nous dit gentiment que quand il rigole, parce qu'à chaque fois il dit bah là j'ai pris €1, là j'ai pris €1, là j'ai pris €1, et en fait à la fin de la journée, oh, €500, ouais. Voilà, donc c'est l'approche de Herman effectivement, donc il compte, en plus il compte, alors voilà, donc maintenant quand vous irez voir Herman, vous faites la tête, hein, comme ça, voilà. Herman, so one or two questions regarding Victory. In fact, in parallel, of course, you have this beautiful careers with Victory in other hand and some other bands, because you play for a lot of different bands before you go to Herman Frank. We speak about Panzer, Hazard, Sinner, Moondog, Siko, Thompson, for example. It's a long story. And with the same smile, in fact, since Thompson, you see a smile on the face.
Lots of euros.
Lot of euros. Do you think you have a chance to come back with another Victory album in a few couple of months?
Actually, I'm right in the mix process of a new Victory record. It's a tough word to say.
Victory.
Yeah, we finished the recordings two weeks ago, and so right now we are mixing, and the album will also be released via AFM in, I guess, end September, beginning of October, something around that. Okay. And it's gonna be 12 or 13 brand new songs. Very good one. I'm really proud of this one.
And what is the price?
I have to talk to my record company about that.
Bon bah voilà.
But you can see my smile on that.
Ok, it's a lot of euros. Donc voilà, donc on parlait un petit peu de Victory parce qu'il travaillait en parallèle Herman avec Victory, et pour le coup, comme il le dit, donc il y aura par AFM Records un nouvel album de 12, 13, 14 titres qui sortira entre septembre, octobre et novembre. Ça dépendra de où on en sera avec la pandémie. Et comme le dit Herman, il faut qu'il discute avec le label parce que il faut parler aussi euros, monnaie et ainsi de suite. Donc voilà, tout dépendra. S'il a un grand sourire ça sera beaucoup d'euros. Si c'est un petit sourire, it is a small smile, it's a small heroes. donc voilà, donc on en profitera. We speak before this interview again with the different bands, and I have a chance to see you with Moondog a long time ago.
Oh wow!
The idea, I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's for you very difficult when you come back on live stage. Cross my finger, I would like to say very soon. Do you have a very difficult, some difficulty to create your set list now with a lot of songs when I come back to see Herman Frank? Do you have to integrate some victory songs, Moondog, Herman Frank, or for you it's if you play Herman Frank, you play only from song from Herman Frank, and that's all? It is the target, or maybe you have to come back with your different release to say, hey, I create some songs in Panzer, hey, I create some song on Moondog, and maybe you just give some old songs with Moondog or something like that. It is this approach that you have, or you have to just say, okay, you have to find the best songs only on Herman Frank. Because Rick, it's a one master, but it's not sing the victory song or something like that.
As you said, it's always a thing about the singers, you know. In all these bands had been so talented and fantastic singers, and they're so unique. So you can't force Rick, for example, to sing Panzer song or something, or you can't force. You can't expect Schmiers doing some victory songs, you know. My sound,
or maybe this is Rick Schmier, no?
Yeah, my sound different. But actually, as you mentioned, it might be a very good idea. And I have to talk to my booking agency to come up with maybe with three singers, one band, and then just go for a couple of shows, best of. Let's put it this way, best of Herman Frank's career. And it would be actually, if I'm starting thinking about it, it's a very nice idea.
Okay.
But if I go out with Herman Frank, I guess people accept, because we also have already five albums, so we might have enough material just to give them Herman Frank. And if I go out with Victory, they expect victory songs.
Yeah. But it's a good idea to have maybe some feedback of your career with your different singers, and maybe I'm not sure you can have some things about Accept, because I put Accept on hold and something like that because it's a little bit difficult now. But
Mark Tornillo might do it.
Or maybe if you okay, let's see. Talk to your
that
booking
would be
agency.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Of course.
For 4 or 5 singers, maybe I talk to Udo these days.
Yeah, I have this contact, so maybe I can send you the contact of these agents.
I still do have all the contacts, but I think it would be much more surprise and a different style if you, for example, Rick should sing the victory songs. And maybe Chris Bay is doing some Herman Frank songs and stuff. Go for a mixture, you know.
Yeah.
Then it might be more interesting, instead of Rick is doing just the Herman Frank songs and blah blah and so they should have a mix on it.
Yeah, and at least at the end we have all your singers on Balls to the Wall, for example.
That I will sing it.
Balls to the wall with a smile.
This part is easy.
Yes.
the harder part is to say to sing like Udo, you know.
Yes, and after that, €1. Balls to the wall, €1.
But Olivier, I promise you, as you mentioned this idea sticks in my mind.
Yeah.
And I guess I will talk on Friday. Tomorrow we have holiday in Germany, so on Friday I talk to my agent.
Yeah, that's wow. That's a good idea, in fact. So, voilà, donc on est en train de dealer en direct avec Herman Frank. Donc voilà, il va parler à son agence booking et peut-être qu'on aura un Herman Frank tour avec du Moondog, avec Victory, avec du Herman, peut-être du Panzer, on ne sait pas. Hein. Et puis on aura peut-être du Accept. Alors ça, pour le Accept, on verra. Et puis une soirée, 2 heures, 3 heures avec Chris B, avec peut-être Marc Tornillo, peut-être avec Udo, peut-être avec Rick Allzi, bien sûr. Et puis peut-être d'autres chanteurs, Schmidt, pourquoi pas, avec Schmidt pour un titre. Voilà, un grand festival à l'allemande, quoi. This is a German festival for Herman. This is the name of this show.
Not bad at all.
No?
You want to be manager?
Yeah, okay. I can.
All of a sudden you also have this big smile.
Yeah. I prefer euros, not USD or GBP or something like that. Only euro. Bon voilà, donc on a peut-être aussi trouvé le nom du festival avec Herman, le German Festival with Herman ou un truc comme ça, et puis on se fera plaisir. Voilà, en tout cas je vous rappelle, donc l'album de Herman il sortira donc le 21 mai, et puis il s'appelle toujours pour le coup Two for Life. Il y a 10 magnifiques titres, il y a Teutonic Order, Venom qu'on connaît déjà, il y a Hate, il y a Eyes of the Storm, Liar, Hell the New Kings, Just a Second to Lose, Some Money, Danger, Stand Up and Fight, yeah, et Open Your Mind. So, aujourd'hui, on a été très Open Your Mind, Herman et moi. Donc, ce soir, je suis le nouveau manager d'Herman. So now, after this interview, I'm your new manager. And congrats, Herman, to sign with my new booking agency.
That's pretty cool. I sent you my bank account.
Okay, no issue for that. Voilà, en tout cas, on a fait une interview un peu sur le bord avec Herman, mais en tout cas, l'album est fantastique. C'est du pur Herman Frank. Si vous aimez Victory, vous aimez Moondog, vous aimez Herman Frank, c'est dans la veine des 5 albums qu'il a sortis. Allez, on va poser 2 dernières questions. Two last songs, Herman. Last week we have an interview live with your singer, Rick, and Rick said, I just received my CD. Please, during this interview with Herman, said, why I just received this CD 1 week before the release? This is a question from Rick.
I don't know, because maybe it took these days it took that long. If you send out something, I can't tell. I mean, it's not that far away, Sweden. I sent it out 4 weeks ago. So maybe they delivering with horses or so. Are they still using horses in Sweden or what?
The Swedish postal is not working very well, in fact. I think this is the answer.
Maybe there was still winter time or ice or heavy snow.
Maybe. Bah voilà, donc la semaine dernière, comme vous le savez, on avait Rick Allzi qui était avec nous et il avait donc une question à Herman ce soir, c'était pourquoi j'ai reçu les disques si tardivement. Bah Herman, il en savait rien, mais en tout cas, il pense que c'est un problème de la poste ou alors il y avait beaucoup de neige en Suède et donc c'est pour ça que les disques ont mis beaucoup de temps à arriver. Herman, I would like to say thank you so much for this smiling interview together. It's a great pleasure to speak with you. I appreciate this interview without any doubt. Thank you so much for your time. Before the end, do you have a message for the French listener for this Two for Live is coming on the 21 of May?
Hey, metalheads out there, let Olivier's dream come true, and please buy all the CDs and listen to my music, so I'm able to go out there on the road in France and do a couple of shows then. And I appreciate the interview. Taking your time, it was my pleasure was on my side.
Thank you so much, Herman. Eh ben nous on va écouter tout de suite un titre du Herman Frank. On va écouter tout de suite Venom. Waouh.
Cool.
Top. Vinyl Time, classique rock radio pousse le volume à 11.